Hello, and thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedules to join me today. I hope that there's something within this video that is a benefit to you or to somebody that you know. Please like, subscribe, share to this video, leave a comment down below. I really would love to hear your opinion. You can also find us, in case something should happen, on Rumble and Odyssey and local. It's free to sign up on any of those. You will find other opportunities for media sources having that the certain speech seems to be considered hate speech, mainly quoting the scriptures. I do that sometimes. You can also find us on Minds and Getter. So please feel free to find us there. You can also find our accounting services that are being offered under dlmentors.com. We are confidential and secure as required by the federal government. Go ahead and take a look. A disclaimer, in no way is anything within the video episodic formats intended to be financial advice or financial counseling or anything financial. Today, I just wanted to look at a couple things as, well, it's interesting at the moment. More so because the FBI is refusing House Chairman the Judiciary Committee of the House has subpoenaed the FBI for documents. The FBI refuses. It has declined. It has gone rogue. There's no other way to explain it. The entirety of the FBI has gone rogue. They refuse to follow the will of even our quote-unquote elected officials. I mean, these are the people you're supposed to listen to because they're supposed to be the will of the people. This is dangerous on more levels than this erodes not just faith in our government, but faith in the judicial system. This is scary because when people have lost faith in the judicial system, there's usually a revolution. We can still fix this, but again, there are trouble, like with what's going on with Trump. That law, it was past the statute of limitations. A law was passed so that there was a 1 year span in which it stretched the statute of limitations on any crime. This lady was able to file, and now they're ending that earlier than it needed to be, than in the 1 year period, just so that they could prosecute Trump on something that happened like 26 years ago. Might have happened. Maybe. There's no proof it happened. But we're going to get him. So there was no rape, but there wasn't. And yet he defamed her. Faith in our justice system. I'm concerned. When people lose faith in the justice system, where are they going to turn? You currently have a gentleman who's facing 25 years for subduing somebody who was violent on the subway train because the police weren't there. Granted, Lord be praised, the gentleman, ex-Marine, has over $1 million already in his GoFundMe to help with his defense. Point is I don't even think he should be being brought up on charges. It was an accident. It's manslaughter charges, which is accidental murder, basically. But it was an accident. This Marine should not be brought up in charges. He's a vet on top of it. We have film. What about the other two gentlemen that were there with him that could have said, no, you need to stop this right now? Pray that it is the right path. Because right now, the FBI is rogue. It needs to be dismantled. And Joe Biden isn't going to do that. Why? Because they're protecting him. The entire federal government is protecting Joe Biden. We are a captured country already. I'm not even talking about the Chinese. I'm talking straight socialism. We won't even talk about how Joe Biden talks about the soul of this nation. And I'm looking at these laws he's passing and these executive orders going, if you're a Catholic, this isn't the way. Teach a man to fish, and he feeds himself for a lifetime. I want to say, if things look a little off for this clip, I do apologize. Is sort of an update to things. Special counsel issues report criticizing FBI for launching Trump Russia investigation. This is the Durham report. Based on the investigation, the FBI acting with neglect by opening the investigation based on vague and insufficient information into the Trump Russia probe. Special Counsel John Durham, named by the Attorney General Bill Barr, to examine the original conduct of the investigation whether Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign colluded with Russia, criticizing FBI at length in the report. This goes back to, again, as I said, the FBI is rogue and should go ahead and be dismantled, at least defunded. We definitely cut a chunk of our budget. Why do I say that? This is the response. The conduct in 2016-2017 that Special Counsel Durham examined was the reason that current FBI leadership already implemented dozens of corrective actions, which have now been in place for some time. Had these reforms been in place in 2016, the steps identified in the report could have been prevented. Could have been, doesn't mean they would have been, but this report reinforces the importance of ensuring the FBI continues to do its work with rigor, objectivity, and professionalism the American people deserve and rightfully expect. More likely, we expect and deserve. Trump did nothing wrong, saying all along that his campaign did nothing wrong, but that Obama administration was using the powers of the federal government to try and influence the 2016 election. This is basically because the report says that there was misconduct on the part of the FBI to bring up charges against Trump in the first place, which I do believe also led to him being impeached at some point for the Russian collusion, only to find out, oh my, it was, but Burr argues that the FBI acted too harshly when they opened the Crossfire Hurricane investigation in July of 2016. After Trump campaign aide told an Australian diplomat that the Trump campaign had received an offer from Russia to help Trump by releasing damaging information on his opponent, Democrat Hillary Clinton. So again, this is just based off of some Australian officials and what they said, causing the FBI to start the Crossfire Hurricane investigation. And this goes to what I've been saying with a lot of the other things. Where is the accountability? And until such time as the burden of corruption bears more weight than the pain of being an honest man, the burden of corruption will continue within the federal government. And this is only proof that, now I do want to, I'd probably take the opportunity to go ahead and read through it, but I just wanted to add that real quick, once again, showing that the FBI itself is corrupt. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. This is the Washington Examiner, no less. If you want to be happy to check the sources, you can go to the Washington Examiner. You can even do a search for it. Joe Biden investigation. Sure, it'll pull up more than this, but now even the Washington Examiner is saying allegedly describing a criminal scheme in which 20 different businesses have been set up. Basically, the FBI is going, yeah, no, we're not going to go ahead and do that. The FBI's gone rogue. CIA killed JFK. At least according to Robert Kennedy, he says that. I don't want them coming after me. And then I saw this. This is from The Guardian. This is over a month ago. Again, these are all checked news sources. Federal prosecutors warn of potential deluge of January 6 charges, says the report. And the court office estimates another 700 to 12,000 defendants could face charges. We still have people, and I say we, because we are Americans. We still have people in there that haven't even faced charges yet. The way that Joe Biden is treating these people, yeah, he's moved on from jailing again. And people are like, oh, yeah, I don't have to worry. You know, the government isn't going around jailing random citizens. Do you want to bet? They're about to go 700 to 1,200. They are now jailing random citizens because this is 2 years after the fact of what? How many state capitals have been raided, protested at? I can think of at least 5. And that's okay. Those aren't insurrections. But this was, because the FBI says so. Because the FBI was there. Wait a second. Didn't the FBI go rogue? Our government has gone rogue. This particular one talks about the editor of the New York Jewish newspaper gets arrested. So again, people, just because they're not going after any particular Christian groups, don't think they won't come after you. Anybody that they think might possibly be a threat to their regime, is now in danger. As Christians, we face a persecution that we've never faced before. And you don't even have to be on the right for this. That's why we should be concerned. As Christians, we have to be against the left, which seems to be doing the work of the devil right now, or at least doing the work of evil, definitely, as they push in the CNN town hall for Donald Trump to state that he's going to have a native federal abortion. Not America. That's forcing someone else's religious beliefs upon others. I don't think the federal government should have any say at all, period. I don't think we should be creating what we now have 2 new agencies just within the past month. 3, actually. You have the Reparations Agency, which is unnamed. You have the Climate Justice Agency, which is forming. You have the agency I just mentioned here, and then the 87,000 new IRS agents. The federal government is the #1 employer of Americans in the United States, including child labor. I don't have any proof of that just yet, but I'm hearing about it. What's going on? 87,000 children are missing all of a sudden. Well, I shouldn't say all of a sudden, over the past 2 years. No, we're not concerned about what to do. So we'll also forget about how the FBI is targeting traditional Catholics as well against First Amendment. And again, when I say the FBI is refusing to hand over documents to the House Judicial Committee, that's our elected officials, I would be even more concerned. Because the confessional is supposed to be sacred. How many Catholics are about to be arrested in that 712,000 people? How many people are going to be arrested because of confession? Just asking questions. Questions I'm sure we're all asking. And if we're not, we probably should. Oh, wait, here's Newsweek. FBI used undercover agent to target Catholic churches. So if you're a Catholic, I'd really kind of be a little concerned right now about the federal government. Oh, wait. There are a lot of Catholics coming in through the southern border? Them and a lot of other people. Oh, be afraid. So with that, I'm running a bit long, and the analytics don't like long videos. So with that, I want to say thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy schedules. This is, again, much longer than I intended. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below whether you liked it or not. You can check us out on dlmentors.com, where you can find the accounting portion of our business, where everything is secure and confidential. In disclaimer, in no way is any of the episodic videos meant to be intended for financial consulting, financial planning, financial advice. Please go ahead and feel free to follow us on Rumble, Odyssey, and Locals, as you can go ahead and follow us on all of these services for free, as well as Getter and Minds. With that, I want to say thank you very much, and I want to leave you real quick with Galatians 6:9. And let us not grow weary of doing good. For in due season we will reap if we do not give up. So do not give up the faith. Take 10 minutes a day to pray for our nation, as well as pray for yourself, and pray that others who are misled may be able to find redemption before it is too late. United we stand, divided we fall. God bless you, and God bless America.